Hey, thanks for joining Republic of Arsenal. We're live. Look, skipping all the intros, we're just getting straight into this. As you can see, joined by Dave, the out and out gunner. So, Dave, cheers for being here. And
Pleasure.
as you can tell, myself and Dave are not live from the Emirates, but we have got a group of friends of ours who have kindly agreed to come on, and they're going to show us around. They're going to show us what's going on because, unfortunately, COVID being the bitch that it is, travel restrictions being what they are, we're unfortunately trapped. We cannot get over there as much as it's killing me, but a lot of people in the same boat, and that's why we wanted to provide some kind of experience for people that couldn't make it. So we have someone here. So we have Lottie here with us at the moment. So I'm just going to bring her on. So it's still quite early now. It's only just after 5, and the protests, I believe, are starting about 6 p.m. So we're going to go over. It might be a little bit quiet at the moment, but give people an idea of what's going down at the Emirates. So here we go. Here's Lottie. How you doing?
Hi guys, you just missed it. We've just started. Good. How are you? As you can hear, we've just started.
Yeah.
So, quite busy. It's quite busy. I will say that. But we just first round of Cronky out just came through. But it's quiet. I'm expecting more people. A lot more people.
What are the crowds like at the moment? Would you say a couple of hundred at the moment?
Yeah, maybe about 100 at the moment. It's still quite early. We've still got an hour to go, so maybe about 100. Most people have taken their signs up the top. Let me just turn that round. You can see it all.
Yeah.
Not that very many people at the moment, but it's busy enough. So hopefully there's going to be a bigger turnout.
It's 6 o'clock anyway. It's kind of all kicking off, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Most people, everyone's coming out of work. So
exactly. That's it. Yeah, like we do forget people are still working, and you know what? It's easy to forget there is a match on tonight as well.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll be streaming it on my phone. Screaming outside the ground. There's no better place to be. It's so good to be home, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. I tell you, I'm missing it myself, and I wish, and I know Dave as well. We wish we could be over there, but we really appreciate you giving us the couple of minutes and the footage as well. So there's a lot of people watching at the moment. Unfortunately, in the same boat as us, would love to be there. So big up to you for giving
definitely. Just keep it going on social media. We've got the ground covered. Keep going on social media. Whatever you guys can do would be great. This guy needs to get out of the club. We've had enough. 13 years of this shit. Enough is enough.
Yeah, brilliant. Could you give us just like a quick look around just to see the crowd and everything going on?
Yeah, sorry, it was a bit quiet.
Yeah, I can imagine it's probably pretty loud. It's probably loud. Could you kind of give us a look around?
Yeah, can you show us? Turn the phone around. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, so you can see it's still pretty quiet at the moment, but I can hear it, and that's the main thing. As long as the voices are heard, that's what it's all about today.
No, definitely. But it's quite, as you said, it's quiet at the moment.
Yeah.
And have the players arrived, Lottie, yet? Or is there
a few more people coming? No, not yet. We haven't seen anything yet.
And Everton aren't down there yet either, are they?
By the coach come in.
Yeah.
So I think they'll probably be here in the next hour or so.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they snuck them in a little bit early in the day, knowing that there was a protest going on.
No, that wouldn't surprise me either. The stewards are out, so I'm assuming they're already in there. I've been here about maybe 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me, to be fair.
You picked a nice day for a protest anyway. The sun is shining.
No, we did. We've even got some Chelsea fans out with us, believe it or not. I don't know when they've gone, but he's running around in their Chelsea shirts for Cronky out. So I think it's okay for them to be here, you know.
Hey, look, as long as we're all united against the one cause, Cronky, I don't care what shirt you're wearing, as long as you're shouting Cronky out.
They better know what we're doing.
Definitely.
If we get rid of Cronky, we're going to be on Chelsea's back, so they better be careful. They don't want him out too much.
I think with that one, it's a bit of a hard one. Who we bring in next? I'd like to see one of our own come back, Flamini, but it's all about investment and everything else with him.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think the African guy, I can't remember his name, but
Yeah,
he
Dangote.
might spend. You don't know. You don't know.
Well, that's it. Look, I guess it's easy to
What do
say
you
you
guys
want
think?
the owner out, but then it's, it's not about just getting rid of an owner and bringing in a new one. You have to bring in the right guy, because at the end of the day, even everybody likes the idea of Dangote coming in because he's an Arsenal fan, but he's still a businessman first and foremost. And first and foremost, he wants to make money. So you do still have to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
But,
No, definitely. I'm completely agree with that one. But we also want to be looking after your fans. Otherwise, you won't be in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
You need to start spending and investing in your team. I mean, Josh Kroenke's comments the other night about a cold night in Stoke. I'd rather go to a cold night in Stoke away than actually go and play Barca and watch us get tanked every week. We need to earn that right to play Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? We're not in the position to do that right now, and I'm completely against that. So it's suspended for now, but we need to stop it completely.
Yeah, definitely. But it's suspended. As you said, it's suspended for now. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this happen again in the future.
No, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. And do you know what? I think we'll be out here a few more times for it, just to close it down. I know at the moment over here, Boris is not the most popular person, but I am hoping he'll get some legislation in place to protect our football. We don't want the Americans coming in and taking over. They think they know best, and they don't.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. I think the whole American sports model, it's just not suited to, especially the English game. It just won't work. There's no way.
There's no competition. There's no competition, and like the leagues are about like you can be top of the league and lose to the bottom of the league. It's all about that banter and between the clubs and everything else. We won't have that. We'll be battling out with, dare I say it, the Spuds if we ended up there. Do you know what I mean? At the bottom, and I don't really want to be doing that.
No, definitely not. And like that, it's not fair on, you look at the likes of West Ham this season and Leicester, and then to tell those guys, well, sorry, it doesn't matter if you come third or fourth, you're not going to be there next season because 11th place Arsenal are going to get that spot. It completely takes away from the integrity of the sport. Like, it's no longer a sport.
No, definitely not. I mean, I think West Ham will be back to their ways once that Jesse Lingard goes back. He's not coming to us. I don't think we need him personally. We've got enough players that we need to move on.
Yeah.
But they've done really well this season. Really well.
Yeah, but the thing, Latty, is what I'm thinking is they're coming out now and saying, "Oh, we're going to spin big in the summer and all that." That's not what the fans want. And as we can see, you're down there at the stadium. That's kind of going, "Oh, you get in a fight with your missus and then you'll buy her a chain just to cheer her up again." That's not how it works. We want him gone. He could spend 500 million in the summer. We don't care. We just want rid of him, and that's it.
Yeah.
No, I'm completely with you on that. I mean, we can only do the best with what we got at the moment, and for all these people that are doing Arteta out, look at what he's got. He's got two hand-me-down teams. He's done his best. Half these players don't want to listen to him.
Yeah.
I think Lacazette came out after the West Ham game and said no one was listening to him, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? We got lucky to come back for that draw, but it shouldn't be like that.
We should never be going down 3-0.
Yeah. And Lottie, from the people from the people you've spoken to since that Josh Kroenke interview, is anybody buying what he's saying, or are people over at this stage now? Is everybody saying we've heard this before?
Yeah, no, we've heard this before from Twitter, from like my social circles. We're all angry. Like, how dare you talk about the club like that? You know nothing of this sport and what football means to the English and British fans. It's completely, as you said, it's a completely different model to sport.
Yeah.
A lot of people. A lot of my podcast is coming down. Roundkeeper. We're going to be down here later. And there's just going to be loads of people down here. just a lot. And it's, as you can see, I'm just going to give you a quick look again. There's even more that
Yeah,
just come through. So we're getting there. We've got the nice banner up there.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. It's getting closer to 6, and it's only 5:10. So
We've more than Spurs already.
We've already more outside the ground than you'd see at a Man City game, anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's more people than there was outside Spurs, and that was a joke.
That was a joke. But that's what I didn't want to happen today as well. So at least everyone is kind of coming out in their numbers. It's like this isn't no flash in the pan. We're serious about this, and hopefully they might see that today and wake up and smell the coffee. But as I say, another billionaire owner, no, that isn't the answer.
Yeah, no, definitely. This is round 2 for us. I don't know if you guys followed the Black Scarf movement previously. It was organised by She War and a few other people, and that was a great march. But that was like maybe 10 years ago now, and I think we've just been waiting for the opportunity to get upset, get angry, and have a reason to come out. And he's given us that.
Yeah, that's it. And what's your plan for the match later?
Oh, I'm streaming it on my phone. If that goal's, I'm sure if that goal can't go, the goals go in, we will be screaming, shouting, and celebrating. We've got the beers in the bag, so we'll definitely be watching.
Brilliant. Yeah, well, look, what I'll do is, could we just get one quick look around again, and then I'll let you go, and we're going to try get a couple of other people on, if that's cool.
Perfect.
Yep, that's fine. Go ready. Off we go. Oh no! Sorry, cars have been driving past like that all day. Well, since I've been here.
That's what you want. The more noise, the better.
Okay, thanks guys for having me.
Thank you. Really appreciate you giving us a bit of time. So look, when all this is done, you'll have to come back on the channel and we'll have a proper chat.
Definitely. I'm up for that. Definitely. And then when you guys come over to London, we're going to Tolly and have a pint.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Brilliant. Cheers, laddie. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Okay.
See you later.
Thank you. Bye.
No problem. Bye. So as you can see, it's still pretty quiet at the moment, but it is still early. We're just over 45 minutes away from the actual start of the protest, which is planned for 6 o'clock. So big shout out there to Lottie, who's at the ground. And we do have a few more people planned at the moment. Of about 4 or 5 other people. Obviously, internet connection permitted, we'll get them on. So I'm just kind of waiting. I'm giving people just a couple of minutes because people are still traveling. A lot of the people aren't actually living in London, so they're kind of on their way there. So as they arrive, we'll jump them into the chat. And well, look, a big shout out to everybody who's watching. There's plenty of people here watching. I can see the comments there. If you have any comments, myself and Dave are going to be here, and you're going to have to put up with the pair of us. So if you want, you can throw a few questions at us. We'll do our best to answer in between. But yeah, look, big shout out to everybody. As I said, unfortunately, we can't all be there. But look, this is, I guess, our small way of trying to get involved and trying to feel a part of everything that's going on. We're doing it from afar, but I'd like to think we're at least raising a bit of awareness, and we're doing our part, as I said, as best we can. So yeah, but Dave, this is it's a big day to be an Arsenal fan. My personal feeling is, look, needs to happen. Kroenke needs to go. I'm not expecting that this one-off protest is going to be enough. He's not going to come out after whatever happens today. He's not going to come out and he's going to say, yeah, okay, look, I'm gone. There's the keys. I'm gone next week. This is going to take. I think a couple of protests at least. I think that's only going to be the start.
Yeah, look, we need to kind of keep it up. I suppose, like with everything, you'll probably see numbers drop off and everything like that. But I think if we keep it up now, and when it comes to when it's time to get back in the stadium, that's where you can kind of really make your impression with bums on seats. That's where it boils down to. You see, kind of the end of Wenger's time, the stadium was half empty coming to the end, and they made that decision then that we need to move away now. So look, hopefully, we'll need to keep it up and continue on going with these processes, I say, now and when we're allowed back into the stadium. Look, I know people are saying, "Oh, give up your season ticket and stuff like that." No, look, I know that side of it is hard. That's very hard. I personally would be reluctant like that, but then they say, "Oh, that's the only way he's going to kind of see it," as I suppose, as with the bank balance and the money in the pocket. But look, it is hard when you look at people who are kind of going all their life and they've waited so long to get a season ticket just to give it up now again.
You know what I feel about that, right? No, I don't know. People probably won't agree. But how I feel about that is that, yeah, I see the argument of, like, stop buying season tickets and don't go to games and that. But at the same time, like, at the end of the day, why should you as a fan have to suffer? You know what I mean? Because I know the end goal is you want the owner to suffer enough from not getting that bank balance in and to the point where he fucks off. But like, as a fan, we're the ones that lose out. If we don't attend the games, and it's us that take the initial hit until however long he decides to go. So I myself, as I've told a few people now, I stopped buying merchandise direct. Despite what I'm wearing right now, as I keep saying, I'm not ashamed to say it. The stuff I buy, the stuff sitting back here, this does not come from Arsenal direct. This comes from my friendly neighborhood kit dealer, we'll call him, yeah. But I made that pledge a long time ago. But I did say, and now maybe it's a bit of a contradiction, but I did say, look, match tickets aside, because at the end of the day, I still want to support the team. Saying that, I haven't been to the Emirates since 2012, so I haven't actually bought a match ticket since 2012, and it's partially because of that stance, but also partially life-related, work-related. I haven't had much of an opportunity, but that's kind of my feeling. Why should we have to? Why should you have to give up your season ticket? Why should you have to? Because of these owners who don't give a fuck. Like, it's down to them. Like, the match going fan should still be allowed to enjoy his passion and support his team. I see both sides. I do see both sides.
Yeah, that's the thing, and we're going to watch tonight. Everyone there is going to watch tonight, but we can do what we got to do outside of that. And then I see same old Arsenal USA are trying to plan something for America and stuff like that. It's just about making the voices known. And then, as someone's saying there in the chat as well, is go down to the training ground.
Yeah.
If you want to go down to the gates of the training ground in London Colony and do a thing peacefully and get your pint across, I'd be all for that as well.
Yeah.
It's just about doing the thing right as well. You don't want to get into a situation where you have kind of scenes going on that kind of take away from the issue at hand. And we know there's people that are only going to love that, and they're going to be waiting on something like that to happen, to be like, oh, the Arsenal fans are down now and they're causing chaos outside the Emirates, and they'll make the point up that we're kind of moving away from what it is. And I can bet your life, Stan Crank, you don't love that.
That's the last thing you want. Like, at the end of the day, protest, but do it peacefully. No damage, nobody getting hurt. We don't need the bad publicity. Give a good account of ourselves. Let your voices be heard. Give a good account of yourself. But just as I'm saying that, we're joined by Farhan is down at the stadium. So Farhan is coming in now. Oh, here we go. Farhan, can you hear us?
How you doing, boys? You all right?
How are you, bro?
It's a bit hectic right now.
Good. That's what we want to hear.
I just got here. We just put our banner up. I'm just gonna go downstairs to give you guys a little footage of what it's looking like. It's a bit quiet at the minute. It's building up. You can sense there's a bit of it's a little bit tense. It is a little bit tense. You can feel it brewing. You can feel the fans are a little bit almost on edge. It can might potentially take, the smallest of things for things to kick off. But it's good to see that Sky Sports are here. It's good to see that the media are here. A few banners are up. So I'm gonna switch the camera around. Actually, I'll just do it like this.
Yeah, brilliant.
So yeah, as you can see, fans are just lining up
alongside
just above the armory. I'm gonna take this thing off because it's suffocating me. But yeah, there are some police here that are just obviously doing their rounds. Plenty of media, whether it be independent or whether it be from your mainstream media like your Skies and whatnot. Plenty of photography as well. I'm pretty sure that these are like news report people from your newspapers like your Guardians and etc. whatnot. Apparently, this kid over here on the bike's been here since 4, causing havoc. So shout out to him. But yeah, it seems
good
as if
havoc. We hope good havoc.
What's that?
Hopefully, it's good havoc. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely good havoc. Yeah, I'm just hoping that it builds up. I can see my cousin literally in front of me, which is really bizarre, because I wasn't expecting him here. But yo, what's going on? It's good. The atmosphere right now seems like everyone's here together. Everyone wants to accomplish something together, but at the same time, it is a little bit, on edge, tiny bit tense in the sense that you could tell people are here to really make a stand and to get a result. And let's get one thing right. This isn't the protest which is going to make a difference. This isn't. We're not just counting on this Cronky Out protest.
Cronky's a pussy.
Part 1. There you go. He's a pussy. Part 1 to make any difference. This has to happen at least a good dozen times. It needs to happen at least 3-4 more times for it to really kick on and for something to happen. Josh said it yesterday. I mean, I was on my way here listening to the fans forum audio, and you could hear it, the determination in his voice to try and make a success of the failure and the mockery that they have made this club of. But I get the impression that with enough pressure, something's going to be done. Whether they wholeheartedly go into this club and do something drastic to win the fans over, or it'll be a case of time to sell. And there's already reports out there saying that there are certain Premier League owners who are having conversations about selling, etc. Who that may be, we're yet to find out. But we need this to be a success today. We really do. It's early days. We still got half an hour, still got 35 minutes for things to really kick off. But it seems as if that we've got the attention of the mass media, and that for me is success alone. But if there is an outcome where there's only a couple hundreds, then it might be a potential embarrassment for us. But we're counting on people to come today and really voice their opinions.
Yeah, well, like I just there's a comment in there about no one showing the protest, but just to point out, the protest doesn't actually start till 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's still we're still plenty of time away from the actual. This is the build up of the protest. So just to address that comment in there, this is the build up. The protest kicks off at 6. So the whole plan is we're going to try keep people on, and then if we can get people on once it all starts off, because right now we have an opportunity. We can speak to Farhan. I think you can hear us pretty clear. We can hear you at 6 o'clock. Hopefully nobody can hear a thing.
So there's a flare that's just about kicked off now on the roundabout. So things are getting a little bit more rowdy. But I'll just show you guys the scene here on the roundabout here.
Yeah, now it's looking a bit better now.
So I think a lot of people are going to try and congregate around this roundabout here.
Yeah.
Like I said, Sky Sports are there. Talk Sport are most likely there as well. So this is exactly what we need right now. A little bit of rowdiness, a little bit of a little bit of oomph, a little bit of aggression. This is what it's all about. So let's get you in the heart of it and let's show you guys exactly what it's about. We want Cronky out. We want Cronky out. Say we want Cronky out. We want Cronky out. Say we want Cronky out.
Maybe a lot livelier on this first one.
Big time.
We want Cronky out. Say we want Cronky out. This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Ever since moving from Highbury in 2006, this is the hurt and the pain that the fans have been suffering, and it's a breath of fresh air to see, as a unit, that we are able to voice our opinions, despite having the division, despite having the countless number of different opinions that we have about Arteta, about the way things are handled. It's good to see that we're all united on this front.
Yeah.
Cronky out today, tomorrow, and forever.
100%, 100%. No, let's hope that let's hope it remains peaceful. Doesn't all kick off. As you said, it's you said it's a bit of a tense energy. So hopefully, hopefully it stays under control now.
Yeah.
Especially with all the media outlets that are there, you know, we don't need any extra bad coverage of what an Arsenal.
Do they reckon the players have made it into the stadium, or do you think they're in there already?
Inside the stadium, I mean, I don't know how they're going to get inside the stadium.
Do you reckon they're there already?
Say that again, sorry?
Do you reckon the players are there already, or is there any word about that?
I haven't checked my Twitter feed. You know what? It's so weird that you just mentioned that, because I completely forgot that there's a game on tonight. And actually, when I was parking, it showed there were signs on the parking area saying Matchday, no parking, and I was really confused because I didn't quite understand what was going on until now. You reminded me that. Thank you, bro. Until now, you reminded me that we've got a match on. But these guys here have kindly printed out these placards, as you can see, and get from over there. And I think a lot of fans will be holding these up. And again, this just adds to that, to the unity of what we're trying to accomplish here. So yeah, good to see that people have made an effort to print out things like this. Lots of banners going up. I don't know whether the squad have come. It'll be actually interesting to see how they get the players into the parking lot just around the back.
Yes.
We will see players coming in soon, and in terms of the Everton coach as well, what will happen, whether we let them in or not, again, is something else that's going to be interesting to see. This is going to be, regardless of the amount of people that turn up, this will be a time in history where we remember this day.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, exactly. Well, look, as you said, this isn't going to be a one-off. This is going to have to be a regular thing. What's the plan, Farhan? Do you know? A lot of people are going to hang about and chant throughout the whole game. Once the game is kicked off, people are going to stay and keep the chant going.
I have no idea. Right now, it seems as if it is fairly disorganized, because there isn't a specific fan group that have taken responsibility of leading this protest. So it seems as if that fans will just loiter around, and then we will get chants coming in and around in and around different times. Whether fans will be here for the game or not, we're yet to see. I was under the impression that we were going to be here for about an hour and a half. People would then disperse to watch the game somewhere at a pub, and then take it from there. But the way that things are building up now, it seems there's a bit more of a buzz and there's a bit more of an energy where, and I can see AFTV members as well from where I'm standing. So this will very much be. This will be crucial for influencers as well, Arsenal influencers. Organisations like AFTV, who were put under a bus today, let's be honest, by TalkSport. But being here, I get the impression that everyone's here for one reason and one reason only, which is to get this leech out of our club. So, and flares are going off at the minute, just above the Armoury. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, how it transpires, to what extent the fans take this. And like I said, if it is the case that things boil over and we take things a bit too far with maybe things like breaking into the ground, stuff like that. Let's hope not. Let's try and keep it as peaceful as possible. Let's try and keep this energy going, and let's make sure that the guys inside hear us. Because I said it in my Matchday preview. As important as it is for us to voice our opinions and for us to be unified, I think it's equally as important for the guys inside to hear what we've got to say, and for them to feel that energy, feel that soul and spirit of Arsenal Football Club, and hopefully get us to 3 points as well.
Yeah, 100%. And Farhan, what do you reckon with the tense energy? If Arsenal lose tonight, is it all going to kick off? Do you reckon?
So Arsenal lose tonight, I don't necessarily think it's going to kick off. I don't think the result is primary today. I think the result is secondary. I think the most important result is getting as many people here as possible. Like I said, I completely forgot that game was happening today. I'm sure when 8 o'clock comes around, everybody will be tuned in. But like I said, the primary objective today and going forward to the end of the season is to put as much pressure on this board and to put as much pressure on the ownership to make some drastic changes or walk. But it seems like Josh Kroenke has made his mind up and he doesn't want to walk. Let's see what happens. But let's just enjoy the moment and let's just enjoy the fact that we're here together. It's the first time that really fans have been able to get together since this coronavirus thing erupted and since fans were refused entry into stadiums. But yeah, it is a very, very nice feeling to be back here at home with everyone else around us.
Yeah, it is. It's nice to get back. Yeah, get the fans back. But Farhan, do you reckon that the buses will have issues actually making it up to the stadium?
I don't get the impression that Arsenal fans are that rowdy to stop buses from coming in. It doesn't strike me as us being that type of fan base. But who knows? I mean, I think today we're seeing a more extreme faction of the group, a bit more rowdy, a bit more passionate, a bit more in your face to the fan base that we're used to seeing at the library inside, with your average sort of, I hate to say it, but your average middle class fan who sits there, wants to enjoy the game and not really is as upbeat and loud as chanting like the way that we are today.
Farhan, I was going to say we got Dan here with us now as well. So Farhan, look, I'm gonna let you go. Yeah. So look, I really, really appreciate you giving us some time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man. Enjoy the rest of the show, and we'll keep you updated as to what happens. Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate it, bro.
Cheers,
See you later. Dan, what's up?
You're on mute, then.
Let's see, can I unmute him here? Hold on. I think he's muting himself. I might just remove him, bring him back. Dan, I think you've muted your mic there, have you?
You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
Dan, can you hear us? You're on mute.
Bit
rowdy, but we're right.
Big up, Dan.
Dan's been out for a few scoops, haven't you?
Greedy Yankee bastard! You greedy Yankee bastard! That's what's going on. Crocky out. We want Crocky out, so we want Crocky out. We want Crocky out, so
we just see the crowd are starting to pick up. We got the flares.
They really are, aren't they? Compared to lobby show.
That's how it is, mate. That's how it is.
It's getting a bit busier there, Dan. Yeah, getting a bit busier.
Yeah. We're just arrived, but yeah, it's class.
How many people roughly would you say are there? Thank you.
No! Yeah, the wheels are in motion, mate. The wheels are in motion. Everyone's going, everyone's having a laugh. I think the message is clear,
Yeah.
You're not going to hear me well, but the message is clear.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you loud and clear. What do you reckon the energy is like then? Is it good energy or is it tense?
I think it is what it is, I think we're all in the same boat. We all want the same thing.
Yeah.
People want to tell Stan that, and Josh that they zig, but they don't zag. They do half the job, I think that's the way the situation is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got Sam here with me.
Okay. It's starting to build momentum now.
Yeah. I think it's a bit. We're all together for one. I don't know how long it will last, but we're all together. We're all saying the same thing. La 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 la. You're a cunt. You're a cunt. You're a cunt. La 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 la. You're a cunt. You're a cunt. You're a cunt. I mean,
love it.
That's pretty much it, isn't it?
I tell you, I'm very jealous I'm not there right now. Very, very
I
jealous.
wish you boys were here. You should be here getting involved.
I'd love to be there.
I know.
I really would, yeah.
We'd be in the middle of it with our pint of Guinness, we would then if we were there.
The Irish flag, and away we go.
No, it's
Yeah, I'd be taking this down off the wall and waving it about, I would.
Yeah, I think I think at the moment, the message is quite clear to what they're saying. I don't know what they're going to do about the game. It's only going to get busier and busier. It's not even 6 o'clock yet, and it's already.
You know what? Then I was just going to ask you: is anybody even talking about the game? Has anyone even mentioned the game?
I tell you what, I asked someone for their prediction earlier, and they didn't even know. They didn't even know what to say. I think they're just all pumped about this.
Yeah.
So nobody cares whether it's Martinelli or Nketiah up front tonight.
At the moment, no chance.
Yeah.
At the moment, people have got one thing on their mind, and that is getting him out. I don't think it will do it, if I'm honest. I hope it does, but I don't think it will. It's such different kettle of fish, because I think Kroenke isn't Woodward, you know, like he isn't the type of person to step down. He really isn't. I hope he does, but I think he's too stubborn to listen to us. Yeah. I think we're looking at something else, like if someone above, I don't know who above could do it, but if someone just has that conversation with him and says, look, I think it's time to sell up. And there's also the case of who will actually buy it. You know, you've got to look at it in a certain perspective. But it's nice to be back at Emirates, so that's one thing.
100%.
Like, I mean, look at that. You can't beat that, can you?
That's a good one, actually, to ask, Kent.
Jack Wilshere.
Is he there?
Any sign of Jack Wilshere?
Not yet. I mean, I'd think I'd know if he was here because a lot of people would be around him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
100%.
It doesn't seem like he's here yet. If he comes, I don't know how it's going to work out.
I'd be shocked if he does.
Are you expecting anybody, any talk about any kind of big name appearances outside of Wilshere?
I mean, the way I see it, I think it's just putting himself in an awkward. Oh, here we go. Wait, I think I found Lottie.
Get into the mosh pit there, then. Yay!
I just saw it. Yeah. How you doing? Hello. It's all happening. In a bit. Literally, I was just next to her and I'm like, oh, is that Lottie? But yeah.
I'll tell you, it's going to be, it'll be Sunday for link-ups. We were talking to Farhan just before you, and he bumped into his cousin, who we hadn't seen in a while.
Sorry, mate?
I said we were talking to Farhan just before you came on, and he bumped into his cousin, who he hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen. I'll probably bump into my auntie in a little bit. Not even knowing she's an Arsenal fan. But yeah, I think we're just all in the same boat. It's a good atmosphere at the moment. I hope it stays on. I don't know what's going to happen later. Obviously, there's a game happening, so they're going to have to calm things down a bit. I do feel, in a certain way, sorry for the forces because they've got a big job in their hands. At the moment, we're not going anywhere. And, there's flares going, and it's not even 6 o'clock yet, you know. This is the start of what means to go on. But, the wheels are in motion. We're all happy. I wish you boys were here, man, because it's lively. This is probably the one time where you get fans united, you know. Like,
exactly. That's it.
What happened with Carla and Robbie is a bit of a myth. It's such weird timing. I tell you what, I saw what Dave put out. It is the weirdest timing for that to happen. It really is. I don't know. I don't know why that was even a consideration. Why you have that interview today of all days? Bollocks to me. As much as I love Ray Parlour, but I just didn't understand it.
Oh, that wasn't good.
No, he didn't come across very well today, did he?
Yeah, no. It's not even about not coming across well. Just pick your time. And if you want to slag off AFTV, fair enough, do it. But just don't do it today because we're all there, you know. Like, look at them. There's not a single. Look at that. You would never get that many people together at once without a fight happening, unless it's Arsenal. You know, like we're one family at the end of the day. We want him out, and that's all that matters at the moment.
100%.
I think this is different gravy because I've seen like Arsenal fans be together wanting a manager out, but this is just on another level. There's more and more people coming. I don't think it's stopping. Like it's unparalleled. But we'll see like how events turn because they're gonna have to do something. They can't just keep it going, can they? Obviously at 8 o'clock things turn because there's going to be players the other side playing a game of football.
Yeah, that's actually Dan. That's what I wanted to ask. Any sign of a team bus, or do you know? Have you heard word? Have the team already arrived?
What did you say, mate? Sorry.
Has there been any sign of any team buses coming in, or do you know? Have you heard any word about them already being in a little bit earlier in anticipation of this?
Nothing seems to be happening at the moment. I mean, down there you can see people are just supporting, sharing what they want to do. I think soon you'll know when team buses are going to arrive, because we'll probably start getting asked to leave or whatever, or calm down. But you know, at the moment, there's not much they can do. They're a bit overcrowded.
Yeah. Well, look, as long as the protest remains peaceful, you know, what can they do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how it is. I want to go in there and show you, but I'll just not be able to talk to you.
Hey, that's fine. I mean, I don't want to put your life at risk or anything like that, but if you're willing to jump into a mosh pit, you go for it.
Get in the middle of that then. Jump in.
Yeah, it is what it is. What did you say? What did you ask?
Jump into that mosh pit.
Yeah,
we were just saying, if you want to jump into it, I mean, I don't want you to get injured or anything, but
no, I'm all good. I'm nowhere near that. I'm letting them gravel, and then come 6 p.m. it'll be a different kettle of fish. Oh, here we go. We got flag captain.
Here we are now.
Here we go.
I don't know whether that's drums or what, but something's going on. But yeah, it's all happened. I better let you go. I wish you were here. I've got some beers here. I wish you were having them with me.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, actually, just before you go, right? Maybe once it kicks off about 6 o'clock, would you try come on, even give us like 2 minutes just so we can see?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if you can. Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah. Cheers, bro.
Once it all gets lively, I'll come back on. I've got the link.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Great. Go on.
Big up then.
See you later.
Man, that was it.
You can see it's starting to get getting a bit lively. I tell you, I'm not half jealous. I would fucking
so jealous.
Oh man, I'm telling you, as you can see, I had a little mini one kick off behind me. Had my daughter and that run in to grab some stuff, and I can feel myself getting on edge here. You know?
Yeah, talk about cranky, is it?
Oh, but yeah, so right, so we've had Lottie, we've had Farhan, we've had Dan. I have the boys from the N5. Hopefully they'll be about. Maybe we might get Albert. And like that, look, as I said, we're still, as you can see, it's starting to pick up a little bit. Yeah,
Vinay's in the Emirates.
Yeah, just saw that. Pretty Vinay in the Emirates.
And if can you get your Twitter feed up on the screen?
Yeah,
I think Chris Wheatley has a few things up on it as well.
Okay, I'll go on to his Twitter now.
I think he got Farhan actually in a video. Someone had text saying Farhan was actually on. You could see Farhan walking around on the video.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna message just before I do that. I'm just gonna see, can we get the N5 boys, see if they're about. And I like that. Hopefully, if Dan can come back on, I'll happily hang on another couple of minutes, because I'd like to, like I said, we were trying to get in early so we could actually talk to people, because we didn't know what to expect, to be completely honest. I didn't know I mean, I had enough faith in our fan base that it wasn't going to be like that Tottenham shit show where they were showing up with their fucking banjos and that and treating it as a day out, you know what I mean? All 6 of them that were there. So I had a bit more faith in our lads that they were going to get in there and actually make a go of it. So as you can see, it's starting to pick up. But yeah, that's why we said we'd get on a bit early so we can actually, bit of interaction, because you could see as Den was getting close to them crowds, you weren't going to be hearing much.
No. And it's good to just take that in, even not even like listening to Den, and if he can hear us, look very good. But it's great to just get in the middle of it, and then I could see Sophie was saying there she'd do anything to be there as well. Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of us in the chat that are along the same lines. So look, I know we're not there, but at least we're kind of all, there's a good bunch of us here together in kind of one space as well, you know. So
exactly
across.
Yeah, look, unfortunately, like I said, we're all on this in the same boat. None of us are there, but it's some way of kind of feeling like you're in some way involved, and you can get the you slightly get the buzz of what's going down, and yeah, but it hasn't half made me wish even more I was over there. I actually told you the other day, completely COVID and travel restrictions all went down my head, and I said, you know what, I'm off work Friday. Went on to Ryanair. They were advertising flights for $9.99. I was like, happy days, I'll have a bit of that. I'll fly over, even if I come back that night. In the process of booking flights, and I go, actually, I can't travel. I was like, we got restrictions, and I was going, oh, lads, nightmare, absolute nightmare. What's the turnout so far? Yeah, big up. Yeah, sorry, Shane, if you've just joined, for anybody who might have just joined in, literally we've just had a couple of guys on. We're kind of doing a hop on, hop off type of thing. We've had Lottie was on earlier. We've had Farhan. We just had Den. Den just jumped off, so it's we're about 13 minutes off the kind of planned protest time for 6 o'clock. So what we've done is we let Den go. It's starting to build. You can see there's a couple of flares going off. We've had a bit of footage here. And Den said he's going to jump back on the stream now, hopefully in the next maybe 10, 15 minutes. In between, I have a couple of other people lined up, but again, we sort of have to bear with people because they're traveling to the stadium. Not everybody is living in London, so they're still in the middle of travel and that. And then look, I guess the internet connection being what it is when you're out and about. We've been okay so far. I know I froze for a couple of seconds there, and I had to jump off. But sure, that's a regular occurrence around here.
That's the Irish Wi-Fi. But no, look, I would say probably in its hundreds. I would say. And what you reckon from?
Yeah, definitely. Well, you could see the difference from when we spoke to Lottie at 5 o'clock. You can see the difference.
And that's within an hour, like.
Yeah, that's it. Within 45 minutes ish thereabouts. It's getting more vocal, and again, I think the people we're bringing on are a little bit conscious that we're trying to interact with them as best we can. So they're staying, as Den was doing, staying sort of out of the crowd. But you could see as soon as they approach the crowds, the roundabout there, it's getting pretty loud. And we're I kind of feeling like, do you ever watch when you're watching music festivals and they have the guys kind of sitting backstage and they're about to talk with the next act and that? I'm kind of going, right, and next up we're gonna have this person.
It's like the Eurovision.
It is. It's a little bit like that, and in typical fashion, Ireland, null point.
Yeah, we're at home as usual, like everything.
Usual. Yeah. So again, big up to everyone in the chat. We had serious numbers there, well over 100 people watching there a couple of minutes. As I said, for people that are being patient and bearing with us, again, do appreciate it. And we will, as I said, hopefully get a couple more people back on. Again, travel permitting. Very, very worst case, I'm sure like Dan will be back on again, and we'll get right into the mix again once it's all kicked off at 6 o'clock. We hear, look, if you have a couple of seconds to kill, don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. We do appreciate it. Again, Twitter handles down the bottom if you want to give the pair of us a follow. There'll be plenty more content coming out, plenty of weekly content and that. And look, it's nearly time, lads. We're 10 minutes off.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see here. Can I get I'm going to get Chris Wheatley. I am going to throw his Twitter up now in a second. I'm having all sorts of connection issues here. So this thing it's doing its best not to work for me today. It's running slower than usual. But yeah, there's one there. You saw that there today. The Euro game. Yeah. You know what? It's it's one of those things, isn't it? Again, for the money, going for the money because they know people can't attend. It's all about money, isn't it?
Yeah, they're going to where fans can go.
Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna throw this. Chris Wheatley is.
Yeah, I think he's a good few videos.
Right. I'll make that larger there.
It looks good. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I will scroll down again for anyone who may have just joined. This is not our coverage. This is literally where we're in between waiting for people to come back on to join us. So we're just going to show a little bit of what's going down in between. Yeah, so as you can see, that was 9 minutes ago. That one was put up. This is on Chris Wheatley's page. So yeah, a couple of flares going off. The numbers are starting to pick up a bit. Throw this one up here as well.
This is what Farhan now wants. Look,
Farhan, yeah.
I think you might see him in a second.
Yeah, Farhan. Good old Farhan.
The man on the gunner on the feet. Yeah, we've the troops on the ground. That's the main thing.
That's it, 100%. Again, as a key point now, just for anybody that has joined, because you can see there's new people joined the whole time. That footage, that's not what we had today. We did have a couple of guys on the stream earlier who are live from the stadium. That at the moment is just what's kind of going down and being shared around on Twitter, just to give you kind of an idea why we're waiting, because we are waiting. We're hoping to get Dan back on the next couple of minutes again. The lads from the M5 hopefully will be with us. We may get Albert. Hopefully Albert JTV may be available as well.
Big up 7 in the chat.
Yeah, big up
everyone out in Boston.
Oh, we've got Dan back. Right, Dan is about to come back, right? So right, Dan is muted again. We can only presume Dan is in the middle of the mosh pit. Oh yeah, you can see it's definitely starting to pick up now, Dan.
I'm not going to hear you, mate, but what's going on? Yeah.
That's all good. It's all good.
We're going in. We're going in.
We got it.
What the fuck is going on? I fucking love it. We want Crocky out. We want Crocky out. Say we want Crocky out. We want Crocky out. Say we want Crocky out. We want Crocky out. Say we want Crocky out. We want Crocky out.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Literally live footage appearance inside the stadium.
Inside the stadium. No, Dan's muted himself again. That's all right. We still got the visuals. Oh, there he is. Dan, you're on mute again there, Dan.
I'd say there's a little chance of him hearing you.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Dan, you're on mute. We can't hear your mic.
Yeah, got him.
There you go. Come on.
If he's not hearing this, he's hearing nothing.
God, it's big now.
Yeah, you can definitely see the difference then from 5 o'clock up to now. I said that you can see a big difference from the crowd at 5 o'clock up till now. Okay, that's some decent numbers now.
Everyone started singing about Tottenham. I thought, oh, here we go again. I thought we'd be here for hours, but I don't know what's going to happen, honestly, with the game tonight. If I was an Everton player, I wouldn't want to come into this.
You know what, though? That's the way it should be every time a team comes to the Emirates. This is the energy we need to have every game.
Yeah.
This is it, yeah.
Especially if the Cronkies stay. It needs to be like this before every game.
When would you ever get fans like that coming through? You know, like, I know we debate, we have different opinions, but this is what it's all about.
Well, that's it then. There's no Arteta in, Arteta out today. It's all Cronky and KSE out. That's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what it is. It's different gravy when it comes to about the owners.
Yeah, and rightfully so. Jesus. It's actually starting to look like a proper match day, you know, with people going into the stadium.
It's like a match day, isn't it?
That's a great turnout.
I think the message is clear, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's a great
turnout. That is loud and clear.
Get out of our club! Get out of our club!
Yes! Love it. Love
it. The
it.
message is clear, boys. The message is clear. I better get cracking anyway, but if we're sitting in a bit, I'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
Well then, cheers, man. Cheers.
We want Cronky out! We want Cronky out!
Love it. Absolutely love it. Gee, there's some serious numbers.
That is massive now.
That is serious numbers.
That whole ramp was full of people, and was it?
To me, that was that was looking like a match day. That was looking, scenes actually. Woo, Jesus. Actually, and apparently Vinay is in there. Oh.
They won't leave for the night if they know that Vinay is in there.
Yeah, and look, it's a serious crowd, and okay, it's all, you know, we want Cronky out, but it seems like a good kind of hostile. You know what I mean? It seems it's good energy. You know what I mean? It looks like there's no trouble kicking off. It doesn't look that messy, not yet anyway. So let's hope it stays that way. Got to be over 1,000 plus there. Yeah,
looks like it.
Yeah, at least. And look, like I said, we're still 2 minutes. Well, according to my clock here, 2 minutes off 6 o'clock. So the protest was planned for 6. So hopefully people will continue arriving, you know, after 6 o'clock. People finishing work, you know, 5 and whatever. So let's hope this is just the start. Let's hope maybe within the next half hour to an hour, hopefully it's gonna continue picking up. And it's killing me watching that. And knowing that we're up here and we can't go, but I guess look, the next best thing to being there, I suppose, having a couple of lads over there who are cool enough to take a few minutes, give us a bit of footage, and make us feel in some way included. You know.
Yeah, it's good. At least everyone kind of knows. Everyone kind of gets the feeling of it's massive. You know, for fans everywhere. You know, they want as much people in as well. The more of us that are doing something, it's kind of the better, you know. It's such a pity. I think fans would have travelled from everywhere if we weren't in the situation we were in. I think it's that big. You see, like ourselves, I know people that would have travelled over from Ireland just to get involved in it. And we're a small, select number of people. So you think of the Arsenal fans everywhere else that would have also went, you know?
Yeah, 100%. As I said, I completely blanked there the other night. I was like, I'm going to try. I have to get over to this. I was getting more excited thinking about this than you know, nearly going to a game. I was going, because it feels like it's so much more than, you know, it's just a protest. Like it actually feels like this is a seriously big day, you know, for Arsenal fans. And as Dan was saying, you know, everyone over there is united, and this has been the problem. There's been so much division between the fan base for the longest time. You know, you're this manager in, you're this manager out. We're divided opinions as you get, but we sort of became known as that fan base that's so divided, so hostile towards one another. But you can see the unity there today. Everyone is there for the one cause, you know, the one cause, which is, you know, this ownership model, this whole regime needs to change. And look, let's hope that the message is received loud and clear. Again, as we've said, you know, time and time again, it's not going to be a one-off thing. You know, those guys aren't going to look at that. Like they're going to ride it out there tonight, and they're going to say, right, well, that wasn't great, but sure, look, it'll be all calm for next week. It's fine. This will all blow over. But that can't happen again. And what I love about that Josh Kroenke, his conference there yesterday, the last time we heard from Kroenke, from Josh, he was sweet talking us. He told us everything we wanted to hear. Look, we're gonna invest. Telling the fans, get excited. And then of course a couple of quid was spent, and it wasn't his, but our self-sustaining model, we brought in a couple of players, and I think we all said, okay, look, this is going to be different. He's got the message, and it's all going to be rosy from here on in, and we're going to start seeing this competitive side that we've been promised since they took over. But look what's after happening. So I love that. He tried it again yesterday, and people aren't buying it, as you can see by the
No,
numbers.
they're just not.
Yeah, no, look, it's time for change. The promises have been made. We've heard the sob stories. We've believed the lies, the fucking lies that we've been filled since these guys got involved with the club. The time is over now for the Kroenkes and KSE. I'm absolutely loving the numbers, absolutely loving that. And again, apologies to anybody that might have just joined in the stream. Again, we've had people kind of jumping in and out from the stadium. We're going to keep working. I'm not going to spend too much longer. If I can give even maybe another 5-10 minutes, and if I can get somebody else on just to see what it's like. But even if you rewatch the video, you'll see from when we kicked this off at 5 p.m. We have Lottie was on, and it was quite, we could see it was starting to build, but it was quite calm. And then to the point where we had Den there, about 10 minutes ago or whatever, you could see the difference in numbers and like that, the noise and the flares and all that. But it's been even at this, like I said, it's tough sitting here having to watch it, but it's been a pretty cool experience to sort of see that firsthand. Well, as firsthand as we can see it sitting here behind our computers, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's kind of like we kind of got that view from down, kind of on you're down, kind of, you've people on the ground there that are walking around. You can hear different people kind of talking. It's just see it here on Sky Sports as well. It's fairly big, and being honest, just looking at it there.
Yeah, and look, that's what you want, because like this is what I was saying to people. Like we've got to go out there, make the voices heard, but do it in the right way. It can't be kicking off. We can't be destroying stuff, because we don't need that negative press. We're there for a reason, and that's to remove the ownership. But we want to do it in the correct way. Like, let them know we're pissed off and we want change, and we're not having that anymore. But we don't need to be destroying things. We don't need people getting hurt over. Go out there and make noise, make them aware, make them sit up and take notice that there's a lot of discontent, and we're not having it anymore. You don't need any negative press, because there's plenty of media outlets there, and that's all they're looking for. That's all they want. And I would not be surprised if you looked at the likes of Sky Sports and that tonight, and that's all they've showed. Now, we have showed bits and pieces here. There's guys and they're in good spirits. Now, as Farhan said, it's a kind of a tense atmosphere, but it looks fairly under control at the moment. So from what we've seen, it's been all good protests, positive energy directed in the right way. But yeah, this is where the media only needs one incident, and they'll run with this, and they'll go over and over again and make us all look, I'd put it in a bad light for everybody.
There's Albert now.
We've got Albert, so yes, my man Albert.
And it should be just kind of into it now, so this will be great to see.
Yeah, happy days, right? So hopefully, I think Albert is at the stadium, so we'll get Albert in. Albert, if you're listening, I have sent you that link already. I will send it to you again. If you just check your Twitter inbox there. Or else, if anyone happens to be watching this right now that is at the stadium, there is a link in the description of this video down below where you can click in and you can join in here. So by all means, if anybody happens to be watching from the stadium, if you can even hear me say this, Chances are you probably can't if you are there. And I'd say chances are if you are there, you're not watching myself and Dave. But you never know. You never know.
You never ever know.
You just never know. So yeah, hopefully we might get Albert on now. I almost feel like I'm working for the local news and be like, now over to Albert live from the Emirates.
It is a bit of that. We'll take over from Sky Sports, yes.
Oh man, hey, I'll tell you, we're going to be the new RTE or the new Zig and Zag or whatever you want to call it.
I don't think you'll get a lot of Zig and Zag fans, or even.
If anyone remembers, fucking Ted and Dougal.
Oh God!
There's plenty of references could be used for the parables here, Dave. Not many positive ones, but
no, never is.
Yeah. So again, we're waiting. Hopefully, Albert will be on with us now in a couple of minutes. I think Albert is live from over there, so that'll be pretty cool. Again, appreciate everybody who's tuned in. Some serious numbers here today. Lots and lots of comments. Keep your comments coming in, especially in between while we're waiting on guests. If there's anything you want to ask us, yeah, throw it in the comment section there. If you haven't, please do subscribe to the channel, like the video. There's plenty more content. So yeah, we do appreciate you taking the time to check this out. Yes, 100%. Cronky out. Throw it in the comment section. Hashtag Cronky out. Come on, we love to see it. Cronky out. Get it going. Okay, so that link has gone over to Albert. So hopefully we will get Albert on in the next couple of minutes. Let me see. I'm just going to see if there's anybody else as well that might jump on. Yeah, definitely. Look, so proud of the local boys turnout. Yeah, the turnout has been crazy. It's exceeded my expectation, put it that way.
It is. It's good that it wasn't kind of all, you get the kind of all smoke without fire kind of thing, at least.
Yeah.
At least it's kind of if they're going like you don't want Stan Kroenke going, oh, we get 100 or 200 maybe, and it'll blow over for next week. If you can keep what's there today and even keep nearly the most of that.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear me, man. It's noisy, man. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Let me see if I can move a bit more quiet and I can see you guys. What's happening? Big up to the people in the chat as well.
Shout out Albert.
I know you guys can hear me. I don't think I can bloody hear you. Trust me.
Perfect.
Jesus Christ, man. I should have bought my earphones.
What's that crowd like there, Albert?
Well, keep talking. I'll get some peace and quiet somewhere. It's lively, man. I see people saying, "Oh, there's only going to be like about 500 here." You're having a bloody laugh, man. There's much more than that.
Yeah, them numbers are crazy, Albert. Crazy numbers.
Can you turn up the volume so I can actually hear you guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear us?
Yeah, go on. Pose some questions to me. I'll try and answer them. Go on, go, sir.
Albert,
how far you guys been streaming for quite a long time, innit?
Yeah, we've been on over an hour now. Over an hour. So we were just saying we had Lottie on at 5 o'clock, and the numbers between 5 and 6, crazy, crazy. How many people do you reckon are there?
Did you manage to get anybody else on?
No.
Yeah, are you the 4th, 5th?
4th or 5th.
Yeah, I can't count. we had Dan, we Farhan, we Dan twice. So yeah, you're the 4th we've had on now.
But you know what? It's a good thing you didn't cut to me earlier. I would have been talking to myself because I would have heard a word what you guys are saying. Let me flip it around for you guys. Anyway.
Yeah, flip it around. Yeah.
I think some people are right after about 3 o'clock. To be honest with you.
Hey, that's what you expect, though.
I know. Now you know what? To be honest, I said you guys might see my little Twitter video yesterday, but listen, I can see it from both sides. No, there's no point going. He's not going to sell. And you got people saying, you know what? Come down and hear your voice heard. And I can see both sides of it, man. I said to people, if you don't want to go, you don't want to go. For whatever reason, listen, we all know deep down, like he's not going to sell tomorrow in it. But the fact is, things are a bit different. They are different. They took a dark turn on that Sunday on the 18th of April. His position is untenable, guys. But guys, people might disagree in the chat or whatever. But yeah, they're businessmen. They're here to make money, and they might not go ASAP. But you know what? The door's been firmly shut for many, many years, man. It's slightly creaked open, man. Slightly creaked open.
Yeah, Albert, I'm just looking there. Somebody says on another stream, somebody had a bad accent. Have you seen anything? Is there anything kicking off? Anything there?
I've not seen that. Before I came on, I was there for about probably 10, 15 minutes. So I've not seen anything personally.
Yeah, so
there's ambulance here now, but I don't know if that's related, to be honest.
Yeah, all good energy anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing mad. There's nothing mad, man. But you know what? Any protest, football, political, you're gonna get people taken too far in it. But I've not seen anything personally. But people might have seen things otherwise, isn't it? So
yeah, 100%.
And me and Dave, I'm here for you, man. You're here in spirit.
Oh man, hey, we appreciate it. We appreciate it massively. You wouldn't do us a favor. Would you give us a little walk around, so everybody in the chat? Would you give us a walk around so we can see the crowds and see what's going on, if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure, man. Who else have you got on? You know what? If I go at any point, it's just I can't. I can hear what you're saying now, but that's because I moved away from the main bit. But it's lively, man.
Yeah, if you even give us just even give us a couple of visuals of in and around the ground and the crowd and that. It doesn't matter. You don't need to speak. We can hear what's going down anyway.
Yeah, guys, keep chatting, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, just so everybody in the chat, because there's a good few people here watching, so everybody's interested to see the numbers and what's actually happening. Yeah, some serious numbers.
There's a lot of people there even looking up around.
That's great, Ollie. That's exactly what you want.
They're getting the repression across anyway.
A big shout out to the chat. I just had to block the very first user I've ever had to block. Yeah, numbers are crazy. Just looking there.
Sit down. If you ain't broken, sit down.
Yeah, we're standing. I don't know if that camera is better that way. I don't know if people can see better.
Maybe.
Yeah. Big shout out to Albert. Big shout out to Albert.
Big shout out. Yeah, make sure they're following Albert's channel as well.
Yeah, make sure.
Thanks for the plug, bro. I heard the bit about the plug, so I'm happy with that bit.
Hey, don't worry. Everybody that's going in.
You know what, and Dave, I'm gonna love you, man, because I can't hear bloody what you're saying. So guys, thanks to the people in the chat, and much love. Subscribe to Anthony's channel, and I'll speak to you guys soon, man.
Cheers, Albert.
Take care.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's getting lively. Definitely getting lively. I reckon I can't get in touch with. I was trying to get
5 boys.
Actually, do you know what? Just as I speak, literally just as I speak, I got a message. They said that they are actually on a train at the moment. So, look, God knows what time they might arrive. Maybe what I will do is I'll ask them just to send me on some footage. We were planning on doing a live later tonight, Dave. We were actually going to talk a little bit about, the whole Super League, KSE, Cronky. and we were, we do still have a game at 8 o'clock that we're going to sit down to watch. And it is easy to forget there is still a game of football. Arsenal are still playing, so we were going to do a bit of a review of that game. So again, this is I'm becoming famous for this now lately. As much as I'm become famous for saying on paper, I'm now become famous for saying impromptu. It was a little bit of an impromptu sort of last minute idea to do this again. This is just a little kind of brainstorm I had yesterday. I sort of said, look, I can't be there. Dave can't be there.
Yeah.
But you know what? We do know a lot of people that will be there. Again, it's not the best footage we could provide, but it gives something. And like I said, I appreciate people who bear with us here today. We're in and out of getting the video clips, and I really appreciate the guys that were willing to take a bit of time and come on and provide some footage for us. Closest thing I guess we can get right now to actually being in the thick of it without actually being there. So yeah, look, maybe what we do is we might be on later on again, say maybe 10 p.m. tonight. We will be talking. I more than likely will anyway. Dave, hopefully you'll be back with me again.
I'll be back.
Yeah, so look, what we do is we leave it at that. Just before I go, big, massive shout out. There's Rich in the chat. Make sure you check out over and over and over again. Arsenal channel, absolutely brilliant guy, brilliant content. And look, big shout out to everybody in the chat. Really do appreciate you taking the time to check it out. Hopefully, the bit of coverage we were able to provide, hopefully it's made you feel a little bit more, in the action and a part of it. Because look, although we're not there, we're still here. We're doing the best we can to show some kind of support. We're all in it for the same cause. And like I said earlier, whether you're Arteta in, Arteta out, whether you want Aubameyang on the pitch, whether you don't, whatever you think of the team and what's going on, I think we're all in agreement and we're all united, especially today. Kroenke needs to go. This has got to be it. And as we said 100 times already today, this is only the start. This could be the beginning of the end for Stan Kroenke. I'm not expecting them to sit back tonight and go, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Here you go. There's the keys. I'm gone on Monday. This is going to be, coming back to Arteta's famous phrase, this is going to be a process. It's going to be a process in removing this absolute virus from our club. So it's time. Look, I'm massively, massively proud of the fan base that have turned out there. I'm proud of everybody, whether you're tweeting, whether you're just watching the streams, you're doing your part in the best way you can. You're trying to support the way we all are. But yeah, that's some turnout there today. And Dave, let's hope he takes notice of this.
That's the key thing. That's, I suppose, what we want to take from today is take notice from today.
Yeah.
The next show, take notice when the fans are back in. Will there be something when the fans are back in? That's the key thing, is, I suppose, to take from it is. I don't think he can. He's going to be able to kind of hide away from this today. And I suppose is the way of putting it. There's too many people there. Just between 1,000 to 2,000 fans there. There's a game on tonight.
Yeah,
everyone is kind of like, the game has taken nearly a second and a third kind of backseat to.
That's it. Yeah, nobody's even talking about the game, is it? That's, like I said, I'm forgetting there. We were supposed to be on later to actually talk about this game that is happening. Just as you were speaking there, I just got a message saying, I think it's starting to get a little bit messy, Someone's after jumping off the ticket booth now. So yeah, again, let's hope it doesn't go that way, because like we want good energy going into this. But yeah, look, as I said, look, we leave it at that. Again, massive thanks to everyone that did join in. Again, our Twitter handles are there if you fancy giving us a follow on Twitter. If you want to, like the video, I massively appreciate it. It helps share the content around. It's a relatively new channel. We're still growing. We're trying. We're still fairly new to this. So again, if you could subscribe to the channel, again, massively helps, and I do really appreciate it. So look, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it up here. Yeah, look, we'll be back at 10 o'clock tonight. Again, hopefully you'll come back and we'll be hopefully talking about a lot of positives, a positive outcome at the end of all this. Again, not expecting Kroenke to come out and say, yeah, right, I'm gone. But as long as we know everybody got out of there safe, unharmed, the protest was a massive success. And look, let's hope Arsenal get the 3 points as well, and we're all in good spirits. So, yeah, Dave, before we wrap up, give yourself a shout out there. Thanks for being with me.
Thanks for bringing me on it. I enjoyed it as well. Just I suppose getting to have a small little part to play in the grand scheme of things. And look, hopefully there is that rumor of that fan that got hurt down at the stadium. So hopefully he'll be okay as well. You know, it's the last thing is fellas and fans aren't turning up, and for something like that to happen, you know, we all have work to go to Monday morning and everything like that. So it's hopefully that fan is all right. Look, my handle is it's Out Now Gunners on YouTube, Out Now Gunners on Twitter. Just give me a follow and make sure you're smashing the likes on the video, and we'll hopefully catch you back at 10 o'clock tonight. So I suppose talk about the game on the pitch. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, 100%. And just before I go, I see we've Man United fan. We've had a couple of fans in from different fan bases. So look, cheers for checking us out. As I said, look, it's one of those days. I don't care what shirt you're wearing. I don't care who you support. I don't care what you think of the manager, the players, whatever. I think we're all in agreement, and this extends to like that the opposition fans. You know, Man United with the Glazers and that. These owners, too much power. And they don't care. They don't give a fuck. Look, we're happily gonna unite together. And as Lottie said earlier, there was actually Chelsea fans outside the Emirates who were chanting with the Arsenal fans, "Cronky out." So look, you know, we know what you're going through with the Glazers as well. So look, you definitely have my support with getting these guys out, because these guys they're no good for football. Rivalries aside, these guys are no good for football, and no good for football fans. But look, I'm rambling again. I'll be here another 3.5 hours going on and on. So we'll wrap it up. So again, big shout out to everybody. So we'll see you at 10 o'clock, and thanks so much for sticking with us and watching the video. So see you all later.